Check, check, check. Okay, folks. In Shibuya, Brian here. Chun cha cha chun. All right, we're doing this. Okay. Little technical difficulties here. I'm here in Shibuya. Can you guys hear me okay? Check 1, 2. It's another edition of Shibuya Vox Pop. I'm out here on the streets of Tokyo, Shibuya specifically, and I am doing another edition of The Voice of the People, the man on the street, talking to people about records. I've got my show me your records sign here, or talk to me about music. I'm going to see if I can spot a couple of record collectors coming down the way. How are you guys? I've got the Yamanote Line behind me. It's a nice night. It's not very busy out tonight, I noticed. We may kind of strike out. It's not very uh, it's remarkably slow. It's a very Thursday. It's the 24th. I feel like payday. There's a lot of paydays on the 25th, and maybe people are just like they're busted until tomorrow. I feel like that might be what's happening right now. I'm not totally sure. Are you guys good? Check 1, 2. Can I get an audio visual confirmation? Am I okay? Always having a little bit of technical difficulties getting this thing off the ground, but it's fun to do, and I like doing it. And I had kind of a stressy day today, and so it's a way to blow off some steam. Hi, if it's your first time tuning in, I'm Brian from TokyoRecordStyle, and I document record loving, music loving here on the streets of Tokyo, and what started out as a photography project where if I see people who are crossing the streets, if I see people walking around with record store bags, I'm always curious to know what's in their bag, and I'm always curious to say, hey, is that a jazz guy? Is that a metal guy? Is that person from my neck of the woods? Are they listening to something that I'm not listening to? And I'm always curious about what it is people are listening to. So I thought I would stop and ask them. Here's some guys. We're talking about records. You guys want to talk about records? There goes some record collectors right there. I suppose I need to have my sign here. So the deal is that Tower is open until 10, and it's 9 o'clock. I never usually start this late, but I needed to blow off some steam, so I'm out here doing this. Are you guys good? Did you have a good music listening week? It's already in the future here in Tokyo. It's the end of Thursday. Tomorrow's TGIF. Forgive me for looking past the camera. I'm scanning the crowd here for record collectors. If I can see a Tower Records bag, we're gonna see if we can stop somebody and chat them up. So yeah, it started out as a photography project where if I saw people, I would chat them up. Hey, what'd you score today? What kind of records did you get? And they would say, why are you asking? I'm like, because I have this photo project called TokyoRecordStyle, and I got a sticker for you if you want. And if you want to talk to me about your records, then I'd love to hear about it, and I'd love to take your picture. And people are like, okay, and they start talking to me. I give them a TokyoRecordStyle sticker. Have a nice play. And I call this kind of the human algorithm. It's a really interesting way to listen to music, to discover new music, and then it kind of evolved into the YouTube channel. And this Vox Pop is sort of just a continuation of this still photography, which is really my main tool in my toolbox. I'm a photographer by trade, and that's mostly what I do. And this YouTube thing is kind of it's like a new world of broadcasting. Although very, very excited to report, insanely excited to report that I do host this talk show called Top Five Records, based on the Nick Hornby novel and movie by the same name, High Fidelity, right? In High Fidelity, they have the top five records for a Monday morning, top five records about death, a Laura's Dad tribute, top five side one, track ones. And I started this project in 2022 with my buddies, and we would create kind of random themes for ourselves, and we would get online together, and we would rank our top five records on various themes that we put forwards for ourselves. Top five cover album, top five concept albums, top five you know cover songs, top five albums from a different language, top five records for the 80s. We just kind of kept, and so far we did 10 editions of it before we could finally all kind of gather. We started that during COVID, and once we could gather together, we did another 10 editions in real life, in person. We found a couple of different venues that hosted us, and we turned our top five records idea into a talk show and DJ event. So half of the time when we're at these events, we're DJing, we're selecting records, and we're taking turns. Everybody gets a 30 or 40 minute set. And then we have like talk show time, where we get up and we do a slideshow presentation, and we talk about our top five records on whatever that week's theme is. And then we lost our venue, sadly, and we kind of like got another venue, and then we lost the manager of that venue. And I have been for 2 straight years been harassing the guy who runs this bar that I really, really want to do this event. And today, finally, after countless correspondence back and forth between each other, and starting and stopping the conversations, they're very colorful, he finally agreed to host us again. And so August, either 29th or 30th, we're still to be confirmed, we're going to have another edition of Top 5 Records, and I'm very, very excited about it. So it'll be an in-person DJ event and talk show, and I think I've already selected the theme because I've had so long to work on it. It's going to be called Animal Kingdom, and we're going to talk about records that are connected to animals somehow. I don't even know. It'll be up to each of the participants to interpret the theme however they want to, and whether or not they play sort of animal-centric music during their DJ set is completely up to them. But when it comes time to do a presentation, they're going to talk about maybe their top 5 records that have like maybe animals on the cover, or maybe songs with animals in the songs. I don't really know. So it'll be up to everybody to interpret that themselves. And so I'm very, very, very excited about that. That's great news. Finally, I can get my top 5 records talk show and DJ event back on track at Bar Kurage in the Mustard Hotel complex in Shimokitazawa. So I was like hell bent on. We got to have like 5 editions there, and it was such a supremely cool place. And Wataru-san, the guy who was running the place, was like so cool, and he moved on to another thing. And so the new guy he I don't know what the deal was, but very happy. Keita-san, if you're watching, thank you very, very, very much. Very happy to be back. The Mustard Hotel is really cool because it's in Shimokitazawa. It's a proper hotel. It's not like a seedy, down and dingy hotel. It's a brand new hotel, actually, or relatively new, in the Reload complex. And they have turntables in all the rooms, which is so cool. That's one of the sort of features of it. And in the lobby, they have it seems like a record store, but it's not actually a record store. You go to the lobby, and they have a library of records that you can take back to your room, which is really cool. And it's probably a little bit of a date night kind of place. Maybe it's a one-night stay, a little staycation with your significant other, because in Japan, we don't do so much of when you're young and living at home, you can't bring your lovers back to your place. So there's a culture of love hotels, which sounds sort of seedy, but it's actually quite normal. and it's just a thing that's part of the culture here. James Farley in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, you guys want to talk about records? Records? You guys get some records? We're talking about records, doing a live stream. Okay. Okay. I better have my sign on the handy. James Farley gave me a great idea to have the balloon, the yellow balloon. I need the Tokyo record style balloon, but then I need helium. And the helium's a little tricky. But yes, that was a very good idea. I saw that I saw somebody posted. I went and saw My Bloody Valentine a few months ago, and I saw somebody commenting. I just saw a My Bloody Valentine T-shirt walk by, but I heard that there was. This didn't really make sense to me because I don't really understand the scale of volume in terms of decibels. But I heard that the Tokyo show of My Bloody Valentine at Ariake Hall or wherever that was, that really cool room was 120 decibels. You got new eyeglasses? I did, James, and like I'm kind of like a little bit nervous about them for a couple of reasons. Thanks for commenting on them. My old glasses were so beat up and trash, and I was looking forever for a new pair. And I don't know. I'm kind of have quite particular tastes when it comes to glasses, I think. And in Japan, every single glasses frame like this, like the acrylic kind that are, the plastic kind, they all have these like they have these like little things, these little bumps on the bridge of the nose to sort of accommodate, I guess, like a low bridge nose. They don't really fit all that well. What's up, guys? And okay, I'm trying to think here. These guys are distracting me. Yeah, so they pinch my nose. So hey, Issa in the house. What's up, Issa? Good to see you, buddy. And yeah, so anyway, I scored a new pair of glasses, and it took me forever to find them. And now I went to go, I bought the frames from somewhere, and I went to the glasses shop to some other place, and they told me your eyes haven't changed all that much in the 2 years since you've had lenses. Do you tell me what you think about this if you guys are glasses wearers out there? But thanks so much. Looking good. He told me, oh, your prescription hasn't changed all that much. Maybe you should just keep the same prescription. That sounds okay. I don't really want that vertigo, sort of sick to my stomach feeling when you get new glasses. And if my eyes are like continuously deteriorating, woo! I just heard somebody do a little peel out. Sounded like a car out of control. Anyway, I think if I remember correctly, I tried bifocals because I can see quite well close up. I just can't see far away. I'm nearsighted. I can see near. So I need the glasses for farsighted, but when I want to read something near, I found myself with the bifocals doing this all the time. I'm like having to like read things like this, which was just super awkward. And I was kind of like constantly doing this thing. And I think I told them like, I don't want to do these bifocals. Just I'll take them off when I need to. So maybe I need to get some, what do they call those? The chums. Maybe I need to get some kind of thing. But yes, thank you. What do you think? How do I look? They look okay? They are the brand Cubits. I'm not selling Cubits, but they're a British brand called Cubits, and I actually found a pair in a local sort of select shop in my neighborhood in Daikayama, and then I sort of wasn't sold on them. And then I was driving down the road one day, and I saw a guy with just cool glasses, and I was like, "Yo, I like your glasses," and he was like, "Yeah, they're Cubits," and I was like, "Oh, that's that same brand that I saw in that store," and so I pulled the trigger on them. Are those made from real horn? I doubt it, Sea Fury. I did have real buffalo horn frames at one time in my past, and they were brittle and they broke and they weren't really They didn't last very long. I'd rather go for. It's hard, you know. They say all the glasses, like 90% of the glasses, are made in like the same factory in Italy, whether it's like Prada or it's it's Jins, these cheap Korean brands. They're all made at the same exact factory, and I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard before. But yes, new glasses, new event coming up on August 29th or 30th. Top 5 Records. Fish is on summer tour. They just played last night at MSG. They've got like a 5-night run, I think, at Madison Square Garden in New York City. That's kind of one of their home bases, and they had a really, really hot show this morning. Me and my buddy streamed it. It was super, super fun. So yeah, good times. James Farley in the house. Issa. Sea Fury. What's up, buddy? Yes. What else? Yeah. Glad. Yeah. Anyway, I had a long chat with my father today, which was really nice. Do you call your parents if you haven't talked to them in a while? New glasses, new adventures. Exactly. My father is a devout, religious person. He's got a very, very strong faith that guides pretty much all of his decisions. He's mellow about it, but he's also very old school, and I don't really know what to say about it, but if I go to my father I'm just so grateful that I have a father that I can go to. He's 75-ish, 70, 51. Yeah, 75-ish. And I'm just like so lucky I got him for so many years. I don't want to I don't want to be like not a morbid. He's in great health. I mean, he's fine, but like I call him all the time for, hey, what was it like when you were this age, and what did this feel like, and did this ever happen to you? And he's always got answers. He's always has solid answers. And if he doesn't have answers, he's got an open ear and some context. He's just got some, relatability. And today he was telling me, I was having like a little bit of needed a lighthouse. I was out in open waters and just couldn't find the harbor, and I needed the lighthouse, and he provided the light. And he was saying to me, I know you don't you're not quite a person of the same kind of faith that I am, but when I was going through what you're going through right now, which is nothing like really all that heavy, he just was imparting on me that it was his church and his faith and his deep introspective and the lessons that he was learning, at the time or whatever. They really gave him a strong foundation to get through some things. And I was, getting a little philosophical about it, just in my own head, and thinking that I'm not a person of faith, really. I mean, I don't know where I just don't think that I just think it's so far beyond comprehension, and I'm kind of the mindset of like, it's enough. It's enough of a great story that there's this like cosmic boom, 20 billion years ago, and we're all made of stardust. That's mind-boggling for me, and all of these evolutionary things and deep time and just the nature of the universe is like enough for me to like just be humbled and be in awe. And also like humanity, and like it's a little bit hard to put into words, but like I everywhere I look, I think in nature you see in the natural world you see processes that happen over space time, over deep time, over evolutionary time. They're not choices that are made um, that last very long. Okay, sure, like an animal chooses to eat another animal, and those consequences are dire, but yet they're not there for hundreds of years. They don't last. They don't have a lasting. Those decisions don't have a lasting impact, so to speak. But in humanity, it's like all of this, like this kind of thing, and this kind of thing, and this kind of thing, and this kind of thing. All of these choices, I feel like, are expressions of you know, that crazy collective stardust doing its thing. And I get so much inspiration from the city because everywhere I look, I see somebody's imagination. I see the act of creativity everywhere. Like you know, I see creation, everywhere I look. So yeah, my dad and I were just riffing on that, and it was a nice conversation. Nice to touch base with my dad. Go call your folks if you haven't spoken to them in a long time. I had two kind of new sort of resolutions this year. One of them is when I think of people that I haven't thought about in a while, I reach out to them. I just stop what I'm doing and I reach out to them, especially if they're people that I haven't talked to in a long time. I fail miserably at it, but every day I reach out to somebody that I haven't spoken with in a long time. My grandfather used to tell me, like, don't make your friends become acquaintances. Become acquaintances. He's going too fast. Don't let your friends become acquaintances. And so I've taken that challenge this year, and I've just tried to make a concerted effort. Every time I think of somebody, I reach out to them. Another sort of resolution, wish that I've made for myself this year, sounds a little bit woo-woo-y, but it's to be moved. I wish to be moved. I want to be, um, have my mind changed. I want to see things in a new way. I want to, I don't know, challenge my own values and principles. And I don't want to change. I want to, stay true to myself, but I want to be open, especially this year. I just want to be like open to new things, new ideas, and I'm ready to be like, I want to be movable this year, especially. I don't know why, but that was my resolution this year. Okay, we're really kind of striking out here on records, but there's the philosophical section of the hour for you. Give me a prompt, guys. Hold on, here we see it. That's so nice. Let's see. It says, Issa. Okay, I love that you have that relationship with your family and nurture it. Yeah, man. I jackpot. I hit the jackpot. I mean, you know, he could have. My father, history is repeating itself a little bit. The same mistakes that my father made in his life, nothing dire, but I'm finding myself. He finds me making the same mistakes. He's like, "Oh God, don't do that, Ryan," and I can't. I'm just like, I'm surviving. And after many, many, many years of mistakes, he's kind of finally figured it out. He's was telling me that only in the last 20, only in the last 15 years has he really. And I was like, oh, that's encouraging. That's all I needed to hear. I just needed to hear that, like, oh yeah, my life was constantly upside down and right, backwards and forwards and a roller coaster and booms and busts and crests and valleys, and that's I just was having one of those kind of days. And truth be told, I got a giant bill this week that I was unexpected, and I was like, ah. So, but yeah, you roll with the punches. I was saying to Jonas in the house. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Some skateboarder dudes walking by. Okay, 9:30. Come on, we just need one record collector. There are a bunch of people walking by with red balloons. I don't know what they're coming from a concert, maybe. You guys look over my shoulder for Tower Records bag. Now there's two different kind of Tower Records bag. There's Tower Records bags. There are ones that hold like CDs, and there are ones that hold records. And there's ones that hold like swag. And if they're like CDs, they're often like J-pop or like K-pop, and I won't be able to really riff on those, although that would be fun. But sometimes those like idol bands and like K-pop, I find it to be a little bit like, I don't know, I can't get into it so much. But maybe I should, welcome. Should try to be moved. Okay, I see a lot of non-Japanese people carrying around these red balloons. If I see somebody, I'm going to ask him who was playing. Oh. We should set up some kind of music vinyl event on the beach this summer. Yeah, man, the beach. Oh, man. I think I need to, like, pump some iron before I go to the beach. I think I'd be too embarrassed to go to the beach this summer. I, like, kind of spent entirely too many hours in front of the computer this year and last. And, yeah, I've got to do some gum money this this summer, maybe. Yeah, but the beach sounds nice. I'm overdue for a beach trip. We're going to go to the beach, actually, here pretty soon. We're going to go to Tochigi. But yeah, a beachside music event sounds really nice. It's hot. It's hot in Japan at the beach. Although, yeah. Kind of like, yeah, the Tokyo beaches, what's available to you in Tokyo leaves quite a bit of room for desire. There's the beaches, even if you can get out to Chiba, which is kind of nice and not like Shonan or Chigasaki. Shonan Beach is like, it's like one of those beaches where like every last piece of beach is occupied by somebody's stuff and an umbrella, and the sea is just filled with people, and it's almost like, ugh, and there's like people like things that have fallen out of people's pockets are like floating in the water. It's it's too many people. It's exactly what it is. Just entirely too many people. And if you get down the beach a little bit, it's a little bit better, but it's just entirely too close to Tokyo to be nice. And the water is not really blue or clear at all, but it's nice. It's manageable if that's what you're going to do. And there's lots of these beach houses all along the beach. You guys been to the beach in Japan? It'd be kind of a cool thing to do. Like come to Japan and go check out the beach culture. It's pretty interesting. It's like a different speed. It's a totally different speed. Oh, sumimasen. Hey, records! Guys, you score some records? We're talking about records. It's a whole bunch of records, those guys talking about records. But yeah, you basically, there are these beach houses that they disappear in the off season, and there are these enormous sort of structures that get built. I mean, they're like enormous, and you pay $20 for like an all-day spot, and you get to hang out. Hey, Zeb, leave a thumb up, good people. Cheers, Zeb. I appreciate that. Very nice. Yeah, and but yeah, my wife is from Chiba, which is like where the surfing stuff was happening. Is that OJC's? I surfed in Kamakura. It was quiet. The surfers were chill but friendly. Yeah. Kamakura is nice. It's getting a little bit further away from Tokyo, but still, it's a pretty crowded area. Really, I'm surprised to hear that you were surfing in Kamakura. I know you can, but I haven't been surfing down there. Beach setting would be nice. Yeah, you can get to Japan's got obviously like it's 4 giant islands, and then a gajillion smaller islands, and even Tokyo actually has these very, very, very remote islands that are like very far south of Tokyo Prefecture. They're like out. They're like take an all-night boat to get there. They're far away. They don't even seem like they should be Japan, but they are Japan, and they're actually part of the state of Tokyo, the prefecture of Tokyo. And so yeah, you can take the quick boat down there or the fast boat, or you can fly down there. But there's about 5 different islands that are quite nice, and the water's almost like there's parts of it that is like beautiful tropical, snorkeling kind of beaches. But really, if you want those kind of beaches, you gotta go like down towards like Okinawa and that way Ishigakijima and the really kind of like Hawaii type kind of islands. The particular beach we went to was so pretty and clean, and lots of green just behind us too. Yeah, I mean, which beach are you talking about? Was it close to Tokyo, or are you talking about like somewhere in another part of Tokyo, in another part of Japan? Isa. Yeah, I'm kind of, I'm from a landlocked place. Pop quiz: the biggest landlocked country in the world. Biggest landlocked country in the world. Where is it? I'm from Oklahoma, um, and it's pretty landlocked. Although it does have like the furthest inland port, the port of Catoosa. Chiba, yeah, Chiba's nice. Was the water blue, Issa? Do you remember if the water was blue? I feel like Chiba's really great for surfing, and it's really good. Like it's got every a little bit of everything, but the water is not like that aquamarine blue that you find down south, and like you find in some tropical island, like in Thailand or Indonesia or Hawaii. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, Oklahoma. Being from Oklahoma, I think the first time I ever went to the beach, I was like 13. I never saw the ocean until I was about 13 years old, and I remember like just it blew my mind. It was in Florida. We went to Destin and Paradise City. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Paradise City, I think it's called. Something like this. Destin, Florida. These white sand beaches, very, very beautiful. And I got so sunburned, and it was a lot of fun. But once I got back home, I think my memory every time I go to the beach is basically this: like I don't want to leave. Once you get me there, I'm so happy to be there. I love it. I could stay there forever. But once I leave, I never really am pulled back to the beach. I never am really like compelled to get back there. It's not like in my bones. I always feel like I don't think I could ever really live, even though I'm living in Japan. I don't think I would ever be like a good beach somebody. I'm not sure why, but it's just like, yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I'm from a landlocked place. Records? Did he have records? I feel like he might have had records in another bag. Oh goodness, we might strike out. There goes the Mario Karts. There they go. We don't know what to make of the Mario Karts. Oh, there's a lot of them. I'll turn the camera around. Oh, almost had a little crash there. Okay, I think I just needed like a little time to decompress, hang out with some homies. I think I'm going to be on my way here pretty soon. Yeah, the water wasn't anything particularly special, but still clean nonetheless. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's nice. It's not bad, but it's just not that like, you know. When I went down to Ishigakijima and a couple other islands like way, way, way even further south than Okinawa, like I saw something I'd never seen before. Oh, we're talking about records. You want to come talk about records? No? Okay. Um, I I saw about 100 feet, or maybe even like 150 feet down. I was swimming on the surface, and we were swimming out to this cave, and you could just and we were swimming, and you could just look down, and you could see all the way down to the bottom of the sea, and it was as if you were on like a 100-story building. It was actually terrifying. I got like this crazy vertigo. I could not believe how clear it was all the way to the bottom. It was really, really impressive. And I mean, I've been scuba diving, I've been snorkeling, uh, a bunch actually. Not like enough to be like certified and all that stuff, but I've been scuba diving a handful of times, and I've been snorkeling heaps of times. And oh man, it's just like another world. Oh, it's the craziest, coolest, and most amazing experience. If you've never been snorkeling or scuba diving, you're totally missing out. There's like this entire, realm, and a whole nother reality that exists below the surface of the sea that will just blow your mind. Um, okay, a couple other things to riff on here. Let's see if I can catch somebody. Um, so I work in Daikanyama, one station away from Shibuya, and I recently every day I just, around midday, middle of the afternoon, I go for a 10-minute walk. I just go like walk around, get the muscles moving, get the body moving, and I just kind of like stumble into things. I find businesses that I've never seen before, and I just knock on windows, and can I come in and check this place out? What are you guys doing in here? And a couple of days ago, I found this 130-year-old restaurant that sells, it's yoshoku. It's like Western food. It was yoshoku. Yo is like Europe's. It's from Europe, and it's like demi-glaze hamburgers and mashed potatoes and curry and grilled chicken. Super, super, looks super yummy menu. And all the chefs had like these, the top hats on, and looked like a hotel kitchen. It was really, really special. And there was a place I walked past hundreds of times, and I was like, what is this place? And they had like a little kiosk, a little window where you could buy like the cakes and the puddings and the things that the like sort of specialties of the shop. And it was, but yeah, the freaking menu was like $250 for lunch. It was very, very expensive. And I was like, oh, and the guy was like, he was like that character from Ferris Bueller. He was like, "You're the sausage king of Chicago," and I'm like, "Yes, we want the table right now, please." And he's like, "Oh," he was very snooty. He turned out to be quite nice, but he was like, "Get out of here, riffraff! Can't you tell I'm busy right now?" And I was like, "Au contraire, mon frère." It was quite funny, but he did warm up to me. And he was really cool. Then I went down a little bit further, and I found a really, really cool. A really cool denim shop called Makers Inc. And I recommend you check it out. Makers Inc. And Japanese denim jeans. And what you can do at this shop is you can buy jeans there, like custom. You can buy like premium selvage jeans, and you can also order made special jeans, and then you can also buy some sort of almost finished jeans, and you can finish them with your own choice of rivets and labels and a few details. And it's pretty reasonably priced. And I just kind of like, I was like, what's this place? And it was like by appointment only. And I was just like looking in the window, amazing collection of vintage clothes. And books and tie-dyes and leather jackets and like old Western shirts. Super, super groovy. And hey, Mr. Happy Mac. Hey, Brian, you're not riffraff. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Happy Mac, I don't recognize your name. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Just talking about a neighborhood place that I found today or the day before. And then I told him, oh, I have this YouTube channel. I'd love to come here and like make a video, and if that's, I don't want to pressure you, but if that's something, let me send you a little email. Can I have your shop card? And so we have, in Japan, we have shop cards. If you want to like send somebody an email, then you ask for the shop card, and they basically give you a business card, a meishi, and that's the shop card. And so I got the shop card, and then I messaged them and I said, hey, this is kind of what I do, and it may or may not match your thing, and I don't want to, I would love to come and be respectful and mindful. It's a pretty low stakes, quite low production value video, but I'd love to come here and make a video of the place. And I would also love to buy a pair of your custom made jeans, but I'm not really in the market for any jeans right now. And I hesitate to propose such a thing because I don't want to presume that this was something that you would do. But in the case that you would want to trade maybe a gene making experience for some professional photography of your space, some architectural photography of your space, I would be most open to that idea. And I think it was a little bit too forward. I was trying to be like, imaginative and creative with how to, make something happen. But he wrote back to me, friendly, but not even curt, but just a decisive email that said, like, I get a lot of people coming in here asking me for free jeans, and I don't care how many followers they have. He wasn't rude about it. It was just a little bit of like lost in translation, but he said, thanks for your interest, but I have so many customers right now, and I don't actually want any more promotion because then I will have too many customers and I won't be able to give them the level of service that I want to. So I'm actually trying to not get any more customers. So I don't really need a professional photos or a video made of the place. But if you want to come here and get a pair of jeans and go through the thing and have the experience, then you're welcome to make a video while you're here. And so long as it fits into the time that you have to make it, because he sells the sort of design experience, the jean finishing experience. They're sold in like little time lots, which is very interesting. And I had to reply and say like, oh my God, I'm super sorry. I didn't mean to presume, and I hope, and he'll probably write back and say, no, and anyway, so that happened 2 days ago. And then today I stumbled into another really interesting, really interesting clothing shop in Daikanyama called, oh damn, what was it called? It was called like Rusty Nail. That wasn't it, but it was like this sort of Old West brand, sort of like Marlon Brando on the Harley Davidson brand. Oh my God, these guys had like $2,000 leather jackets. They had all this beautiful Western wear, like their original designs, their original patterns. And they made these like shirts and shorts. And like the girl running the place had like one of those sort of like Rosie the Riveter kind of looks. She had like a do-rag sort of on and tattoos, and she looked tough, and her hair was red, and they had all this Americana all over the place. It was super, super groovy. Maybe I even have the shop card. I probably do. What was it called? Yeah. Dry Bones. That was the place. Dry Bones. They had bowling shirts. It looked like it looked like a bowling alley from the 50s. It was super groovy. Dry Bones. Check out Dry Bones in Daikanyama. And I told her kind of the same deal. Not like trade for clothes, but could I come here and make a video? Okay, are you guys bored with me? I'm kind of bored with me. The folks are out here skating. The bike's over here. You guys want to see some sticker art? I can show you some sticker art. Let's go check out the sticker art while I'm mindful of my bag. Make sure my bag right there over my shoulder doesn't get stolen. It'll be fine. But here, let me turn this around. Oh, whoops, I gotta do this. Hold on. Yeah, check this out. So you don't do graffiti because that would be considered vandalism, although people do graffiti. You do this kind of like sticker graffiti. And yeah, it's pretty insane. And if you look very, very, very closely, you may see a sticker of yours truly on there. I'll zoom back a little further. This is a great little screenshot. That's my bike right there. That's a shot. There's my trusty steed. She's a Honda GB250. And yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of slow tonight. I had a hunch. And it is. I can't find a record collector. This could be an official strikeout. I did see yours that stands out, says James Farley. Stream looks fantastic. Hey, Photo Weenie, good to see you, buddy. I'm going to Odd Tapes tomorrow. Okay, have you been there before? Issa, no, it's in Parco. No, Odd Tapes, it sounds great. I don't know what it is. But Issa's, my friend Issa, he's a fashionista, a bit of one. And yeah, you got to take fashion advice for Issa. Go follow Issa and link through his Bandcamp and his website, Issa Tineo, TENEO, and you'll hear some great music. And if he's clever, he'll get his fashion stuff up there as well. Talking about records, I'm seeing a bunch of like salarymen who just like bought records on their way home from work. I think it has to do with the fact that it's the end of the month and people are out of money. I think that's what's going on. So how about, oh, there's some folks. I lost them. We're talking about records. You guys want to talk about records? Those guys got some records. No, it's a family. Come on. I can tell they're like, oh, there's another dude. Okay, there's a handful of folks. All right, running out of steam here. Also, let's get together sometime if you haven't been. I'm getting my tapes made there. Oh, your cassette tapes. Okay, that's cool. Seems to be less foot traffic than usual though. Hee hee. Yeah, I don't know. There's never not a shortage of foot traffic in Tokyo. But it's just, I mean, look, it's kind of like, it's a little, the streets, that's not that many people for us. It's not a very crowded street. Maybe it's the time. Okay, I hate to strike out. I really hate to strike out. I see records everywhere, actually. I just need to be more bold with stopping somebody. Can you guys hear the skateboards? Oh, we're talking about records? You want to come talk about records? Ah, she was cool. Okay, the skateboarders are kind of driving me up the wall here. Okay, this is the last ditch attempt. I'm going to come out here, and maybe I'm going to try to catch some people over coming that way. I got to get my bag for a second. Just give me a second. Let me put you right here. Just gonna go grab my bag real quick. Okay. Oh, I saw a foreigner looking back, being like, "Oh, is that up for grabs?" That's funny. Okay. You never know. The big scramble, like the very big one, the one that everybody like. The big scramble is right over my shoulder there. That's it right there. And here comes the Mario Karts again. There they go. Tokyo's changing. I really don't want to admit it, but it's really changing quite a lot. It's getting to be expensive. It used to be like, I don't know, it's still great, but it's like, come on, what are you doing, buddy? I need you to just stand up straight. It's getting to be like, it's catering to, I feel like it's catering to tourists more and more. And it's pricing the locals out. That's kind of a thing that's happening. It's that like American dollars can buy more stuff here. And so Americans are coming here and they're spending lots of money, and the shopkeepers know that there's money they're leaving money on the table by leaving the prices low. And so they raise the prices, and suddenly they're pricing out us. And there's this interesting dynamic that's happening with like visitors who are coming to Japan versus those of us who live here and who are sort of like lopped in with everybody else. And right now there's also a big issue about they're making it really hard for foreigners to come here and live. Visiting, and I heard some crazy statistic. I heard the craziest statistic today, I think. The craziest statistic I've ever heard. In 2004, there was 1 million foreigners who came to Japan. 1 million visitors. 1 million. In 2004, 1 million visitors came to Japan. This year, guess how many came? 40 million. 40 fucking million tourists versus 20 years ago. It's really crazy. Is that true? I mean, it sounds true. And I've been hearing that. Like, I think it went from like 1 to 2 over the course of 10 years. And then it went from like 2 to 5, then like 5 to 15, and like 15 to 40 in like 3 years. It just like boom, 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 boom. Really, really crazy. Metal Johnson. Oh, wait. Metal John's Metal. Oh, Talk Cave. Yes. Metal John's Metal Talk. Metal John's Metal Cave. That's it, right? I got it. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Seems to be like, yeah, we're still. Well, have we been going for 40? Tell me how long have we been going? 53 minutes and I've gotten 0. I got 7 more minutes left in me. I see somebody coming here with records. I'll get her. I'll see if I can get. Does she have records? I'm outside of Hoka. I think this is like a sports shop. I don't know too well about Hoka. I think they have those shoes. Let's see if this girl. We're talking about records. You want to talk about records? Did you buy some records today? Do you want to talk about records? We're doing live stream on YouTube. Wado? Hazukashi? It's not very good? No, it's okay. It's okay. Do you want to come talk to us about records? What's your name? Catherine?
Yeah.
Okay, come on over here, Catherine. So we're on my YouTube channel. My name is Brian. Nice to meet you, Catherine.
Nice to meet you.
From where are you from?
China.
Where in China?
Tianjin.
Tianjin. Okay, nice. And you're here on holiday, or do you live here?
Holiday. Here.
Okay, nice. Welcome. And you went to Tower Records and you scored a record. Okay, Requiem Keishi. Okay, nice. Keishi record. Very cool. I haven't listened to this. Tell me about it. What can you tell me about it?
I'm asking for 3 of 4 years, and I went to his music show in Guangzhou province.
Nice.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Beijing is in Guangdong, is in Guangzhou, is in Guangdong province?
No,
No.
it's very close to Beijing.
Beijing,
Yeah.
okay, very close, in the north, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. By the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Ine. So how long are you gonna stay in Japan?
For 8 days.
8 days, okay. The
And,
Tower Record, yeah?
And today is my last day.
Oh, sad, very sad. Catherine's last day in Tokyo. So Tower Records, is it like did you know about Tower Records before you came? Is it very famous in your friend? Yeah, it's famous. So
It's very
Tower
famous.
Records has it's kind of like a legendary record shop that people are trying. I think the Tower maybe from USA, but before many Tower Records, but I think now only in Japan. So how about Tower Records in China? No Tower Records.
No.
What kind of record stores do you have in China? Do you have record stores? Yeah, small ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the small ones.
Do they
not
sell
the
new records or used records or both?
new records.
No records? New records. New records. Okay. And what about is the price? Is it more expensive than Japan or less expensive? Same.
It's less expensive.
Less expensive in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right. And how about like Japan is like on the like if some famous like American Keisha, if Keisha comes to China, is Keisha gonna come to China sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know. How big of a arena? Do they play a big arena?
Yeah. It's
How
very
many
big.
people maybe are coming?
I'm not sure, but it's very big.
Huge. Okay,
yeah,
right.
huge.
And right now, these days, like among your friends, how can I ask you how about? Are you around 20 something? You're 20 something. So what with your friends? Like, what are some of the most popular genres of music? Is J-pop, K-pop, T-pop, P-pop? Do you know T-pop?
No.
T-pop, Taiwan pop, and P-pop
yeah.
is Philippines.
Yeah.
What about is like Western American, UK? What's your kind of favorite? What genres are popular in China right now? So many different kinds, I guess. But what's
Yeah.
among your friends? What are people
Most
most in?
of my friends love the Korean pop.
Pop and
Yeah.
okay. What about like any how about any like is like city pop? Is like Japanese artists? Is that like very popular in China right now? Not so much.
Not.
Not so much. Okay. K-pop, Korean, the Korean
Yeah.
pop. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys have like I don't know, is like do you have like idol culture in China as well?
Yeah, there's a lot, but I'm not interested.
Okay, right. How about like some kind of underground music that you can recommend to us? Like maybe some like Chinese like indie rock or some hip hop or something like that. Can you recommend any great bands we should check out?
Underground pop.
Well, like something like we met last time we did this. We met two young guys from Guangzhou. They have a band called what's it called? Redhead. They were called like Red. Does anybody remember? They were like young punk guys. They love Nirvana and some punk bands. Do you have any like okay. Anybody who's your number one these days?
In China.
Yeah, sure, in China.
The Branch.
How can we find? Help us
I
spell.
can.
Pull it up on the screen and we'll show it. We'll show it so we can look it up later. And what kind of genre is it? Is it like a pop star or
It's R&B.
R&B? Okay, cool. So 8 days in Japan. Is this your first time here, or did you come many times?
It's
So,
the first time.
wow. Okay, nice. I'm living in Japan for 20 years.
Oh.
Yeah, and actually, I have not been to north of China, but I've been to Guangdong maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times, and I've been to Shanghai as well. But someday I'd like to go to Beijing. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, Gareth T. Can I show? It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna look at this one. Oh, come on, come into focus. Come on. Okay, we're gonna look at the top one here. We're gonna screenshot it. Okay, we got it. And tell me how to pronounce it.
Chinese name is Tang Ling Shan.
Tanlin Shan.
Yeah.
Tanlin Shan. Tanlin Shan. Okay, very cool. I'm gonna check it out. R&B artist. Okay, and so 8 days in Tokyo. You Tower Records was a very nice chance to go visit the Tower Records. What's your other highlight of your Japanese trip? Did you stay in Tokyo the whole time, or did you travel around?
I also went to the Kyoto
Kyoto.
for
Okay.
4 days.
Nice. Okay. Are you traveling with your family or friends by yourself?
By myself.
Nice. Okay. Quite ambitious. Nice. And of course, Japan, you feel very safe. You don't feel like any troublemakers are going to find you. No, right?
No troublemaker.
Do you think China and Japan are the same level of safety about, or do you, yeah, right? I think so too. What about so 8 days, you went 4 days in Kyoto. Did you took the bullet train, the Shinkansen down to you took the Shinkansen bullet, the fast train to Kyoto?
No, by the train.
By the train,
Yeah.
the fast one.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And you guys in China, you have the super fast train,
Yeah.
even more fast in Japan.
High speed.
Yeah, right. Okay, we don't have any fast trains in America, sadly. What about? I wanted to ask you something else. Yeah, well, how do you compare Kyoto to Tokyo? What do you like better, or how do you feel about the two? What's the differences between the two places?
It's very hard to say because it's different style. I think the Kyoto is more traditional, and
Right.
you can travel a lot of places of the interest. But in Tokyo, you can walk around and shopping.
Right? Did you do lots of shopping?
Yeah, a lot of.
This last couple years, people are saying that, like, especially in Kyoto, there's like lots of over tourism. Did you feel like Kyoto was really crowded, or was it manageable?
Yeah, a little
Crowded?
crowded.
Okay, and also Kyoto's even more hot than Tokyo.
Yeah.
It was. Did you survived? Okay, okay, good. I hope you stayed cool. And what about what was one more? Yeah, what was I going to ask you? I'm failing to remember what I was going to ask you. Okay, what's something that you recommend for if you, some travelers who are coming to Japan in Tokyo? What can you recommend that would give them something that a visitor can? What can you recommend that they come and do? A highlight from your trip, or something that you really enjoyed?
You can bring nothing and go shopping here.
That's good advice. That's good advice. Did you catch that? Bring nothing and shop here. It's fantastic advice. Did you go shopping for everything? For clothes, for goods? Okay,
All
you
the
got all the.
things.
Okay, where
and the
did?
bag. And the
Nice.
shoes.
Okay, well done. And you can do the tax-free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And the tax-free situation's changing a little bit. Did you get the tax-free at the cash register, or did you get it at the you get it when you leave? Do you know? Did they it's like, I think they changed the tax-free rules recently. Because I live here, I don't get the tax-free. But I think when you go to the airport, are you going to get some money from the office, or no? No,
I can get tax-free right
Okay,
now.
okay. I think they're changing something. Maybe in the future, in the near future, you're gonna pay full price, and then when you go to the airport, you get some money back. I think. Maybe not this year or next year. I think it's happening soon. I remember the question I was gonna ask you. How's your Japanese? Did you learn some Japanese phrases?
Arigato.
Arigato only? Come on. Okay, well, you're a very good English speaker. Are you going to international school, or are you just doing self-study, or how did you get to speak English so well?
Yeah, because I study in Australia and I'm just graduated.
Okay, otsukaresama desu. That means job well done. Where did you study in Australia? We have some Australian friends who are watching.
Yeah, the data science.
Where is it?
Data science.
I don't know where that is.
You mean my university?
Where? No. The town, the place where you.
Sydney.
Sydney. Okay, Sydney. Okay, I understand now. Sydney. All right, hold this microphone for 1 second. Let me see if anybody has any questions for you, Catherine. Anybody have any questions? Lovely girl. They say lovely. Okay. Waiting for the last two During Gay Max single that came out in 1998. Okay. Thank you for that. All right, cool. That they're just, we got one comment. Lovely. They think you're lovely. So, Kat, thank you very much for stopping. I gave you a sticker to show.
Yeah.
I gave you a sticker. Okay, you can follow Tokyo Record Style. It's about fashion, okay? So you have some cool shoes. You have a nice new bag. This one's the Spanish. What's the designer of this bag? I always forget.
It's Goyard.
Yeah, I never remember how you say it. How can I say it? Yeah, yeah, the cool one with the geometric shapes on it. And then you have a nice sort of linen oshare, and you have a little accessory. What's this guy? Korewa? Kitty-chan. Okay, Kitty-chan. Okay, well, you look super fashionable. Thank you for saying hello. Follow on Tokyo Record Style, and you can see on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Bye. You too. Okay, nice. I wanted to ask her if she spoke Japanese. That question was escaping me. Okay, not a no-hitter. We got on base. Mike is low volume. Yeah, she had a very soft voice. I've seen some really cool music record posts out in China recently. I know. I mean, there's some good stuff out there. There's some really good, yeah, you know. China's not the way it was 20 years ago, for sure. It's changed and it keeps changing really, really, really fast. So get hip to China. Get hip to Korea. Korea is like the new place to go. I have to go. Taiwan's on. I'm just like pathetically untraveled in my own neighborhood. So, but now it's like, you know, do it now. Do it while you can. I wish Tower Records was still here in the USA. Yeah, Tower's great. I kind of don't know if Tower can touch like some giant warehouse, especially from Chengdu. Yeah, Chengdu is a hip place. Um, yeah, you know, I always think like Tower is like so impressive, but then I see like a video of, you know, maybe even just like amoeba, but also like uh, just some like random record store in like Kansas City or Dallas or like some like Ohio. They'll be like, "Whoa, that place is twice the size of a Tower." So, and Tower's gotten to be quite expensive too. It's still cool, but it's like it's gotten to be super expensive. So, I wonder if it. I hope it meets people's expectations when they come. I hope nobody's disappointed. But the prices, man, they're through the roof. And again, it goes back to that situation where people are coming over and they're buying those records, and yeah, it's getting to be a little tricky. I mean, I actually bought 2 records not that long ago, purely, I've never done this before, like purely for uh, like resale. I bought them purely for resale. One of them was a 7-inch Kate Bush promo, a Japanese white label promo of Running Up That Hill, or whatever that tune is, from Stranger Things. I saw it going on Discogs for like $100, and I saw it for like way more than I would have ever paid for a 7-inch. And I also saw a Sean Lennon debut record for half of what it was going for on Discogs. And I'd never listened to that record, or I hadn't listened to it in a long time. And I think he's easy to sort of scoff at as somebody who you only like because his father was somebody special. But I kind of connect with him a little bit because we're the exact same age. And when I hear his voice, there's some kind of, I don't know, there's some kind of, I don't know how to put it, but I feel like it's familiar. There's something about it that's familiar. So I never really listened to it, and I thought, I'm going to get the Kate Bush single, flip it to pay for the Sean Lennon record. which I never ever think like that. But I was like, oh, I'll sell this for that price, and the profit I make will buy this record and then some. Is Sean the one who did Saltwater? Could be Sea Fury. I'm not totally sure. I'm kind of a little bit. The reason I'm really curious about him, because I really haven't listened to anything that he's put out. I just haven't. I just have. It's never made its way to my ears. But the fact that he's collaborating with Les Claypool is interesting to me because I love Les and I love Primus. And they made a comic book, which was very interesting. And they both were on Rick Beato not all that long ago, and both of their appearances were very, very interesting. And yeah, so it's time to go. Catherine, thank you for helping me make this not a strikeout. I'll sign off here. I'll just sign off here. Sorry, no, that was Julian. Yeah. I don't really know. I don't know Julian's discography either. I just know the one hit that was like on the MTV. Okay, guys, it's hot. I'm out of energy. I needed to sort of need like the reset button. I think you guys helped me get it. And it's just good to like hone this skill a little bit. If you're never really like, you do your best. Great show. Thanks, Brian. Hey, I appreciate that. Mr. Happy Mac, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for everybody who hung out. Sea Fury, Mr. Happy Mac, um, Metal John's Metal Cave. Zeb was here. Issa was in the house. James Farley was in the house. It was nice, nice crew. Nice talking to all you guys. OJC's dropped by. Did I mention Zeb? Jonas was in the house. I'm always happy to see Jonas in Sweden. And Yornimer dropped by as well. It was fun to talk glasses and talk about clothes and fashion and jeans and Tokyo life and my father a little bit. And yeah, we got to talk to a nice person from China, from space. And there's so many of these. I can't keep all the towns straight. I got to burn this one to memory. It's a great excuse to level up your geography skills. Bye. Sending you a winter breeze from down under. Cheers. Good on you, mate. Appreciate that, Sea Fury. If you'd be so inclined, I'd love it if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button. And if you're not subbed up, I most welcome you to sub up. As I mentioned, we have this thing. We have the record style community that's really groovy. I think you can get in on it for like $2 a month. It's like nothing. It's peanuts. And I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall here and seeing what sticks. And I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it for a long time. I'm definitely going to keep my community going, but I don't know if how we're going to make it work. But right now, it's anybody who kind of is contributing to the channel in some meaningful way, whether it's through being a YouTube member or super chats or VCLT or just good vibes or just a request, to be honest. If you just write to me and say like, hey, I want to be part of it, then we've grandfathered everybody in. And the people who are contributing, I'm not really asking them to. They're just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. Although I'd like to ask, to be honest. I'd like to say if you enjoyed the stream and you appreciate me being out here on the streets, not today maybe, but next time, consider queuing up a super chat and consider being part of the Discord that we have, because the Discord, it's sort of like that jeans shop, that denim shop that I mentioned earlier. Like, it's not that it's exclusive. It's just that it's special, and the reason it's special is because it's just not like a free for all, and it's all super good vibes. And I think there's something about I don't know. There's something about intention behind it. And if you have some intention and you want to get intentional with it, then come on and hang out because we have great fun hanging out and talking about top five records. We've done 34 editions of top five records. And this yesterday was the announcement of the next 2 weeks edition. It's music for movies, soundtracks for the screen, whether they actually made it there or not. So it's basically up to everybody who's participating. It's up to their own um, personality to interpret the prompt however they want to. And then we're gonna probably riff on soundtracks for the next 2 weeks. It'll be really fun. And before that, it was repeat offenders, and before that, it was deep cuts, and before that, it was crossroads. And they all kind of have these subtitles, but it's really up to everybody to put forth their own interpretation of whatever that prompt inspires for them to go pull out five records from their collection. It's really, really fun. And it's just one facet of the record style Discord that we have. So if you're so inclined, go follow your way to the YouTube members thing or send me a DM. Follow me on Tokyo Record Style on Instagram. And yeah, there's my sales pitch. Yeah, that's a wrap, guys. All right, until next time, thanks for hanging, and I'll see you out here on the streets of Tokyo. Bye. Oh.